guys, so last time we talked about my kit, all of that equipment that I take in the field with me, and you can see that video here. In that video, I talked about a concern that had been growing about image quality coming out of my camera. And I really thought at the time that the problem was my Nikon D850 body, that it was time to replace that body. And so I began doing research to see what made the most sense to me. Was planning on moving to mirrorless since Nikon is no longer producing DSLRs. But in the meantime, I bought the Nikon 70 to 200 f2.8 to replace an old lens that I had been using that was really in bad shape. And what I discovered was something really important, that the problem with the image quality was not the lens. I did some test shots, took a couple of portraits with that 70 to 200, matched with the D850, and the results were spectacular. And so I realized that the problem was with my Nikon 24 to 120 f4. Now, I said in the past video that this lens has been in my kit for years, and that's true. I've gotten some really great images that I've got on my gallery from the 24 to 120, but over time I realized that that the images coming out of the camera just really didn't stand up. There's just something about this lens that was lacking, and so I decided to purchase the Nikon 24 to 70 f2.8, and man, what a great decision that was. This lens has really upped my game, I believe. I have already tested it, been in the swamps near my house, and the images out of camera from this new lens are just spectacular. There's the images are sharper. There's more clarity. The color rendition is better, and so I really think that this is going to be a great choice. Now, there are some really important differences between the two lenses. The first and most noticeable is the size. The new 24 to 70 is almost 2 inches longer, even compressed, and so it's a bigger, beefier lens. It's heavier. It's almost a pound heavier than the 24 to 120 f4. Some of that is due to the vibration reduction. Some of it is due to the larger optics. There's just more glass in this lens. If you look at it, the old 24 to 120 is a 77 millimeter optic, whereas the 24 to 70 is an 82 millimeter optic. Now, that means I have to make some changes. I had to buy a new ring for my Benro Master Glass 100 millimeter system to go on this 24 to 70. And that's new to me. I've always had lenses that were they were all 77 millimeter optics. The 70 to 200 is a 77 millimeter optic, and so I didn't have to have any different rings to switch the Benro system onto another lens. I'm waiting on a step down ring that's going to allow me to switch off with the least difficulty. It's just different. But the weight difference it means I'm carrying heavier kit when I go in the field, and so there are some differences that I've had to that I'll have to adjust to. Honestly, I'm going to miss the extra reach that I got from the 24 to 120, that 70 millimeters to the 120. I could take this one lens and generally leave my 70 to 200 in the truck when I was hiking. Now, if I'm in the mountains or whatever, and I think I'm going to need a little more reach, I'm going to need to pack that 70 to 200. There's some advantages to that because I can reach out farther than I've been working, but the disadvantage is even more weight in my kit. However, all of that said, based on the early tests, the Nikon 24 to 70 f2.8 is a fantastic lens that I think is really going to serve me well. It's a beefy lens. It's very well made, and I think it's going to be a nice, durable, quality lens to add to my kit. All right, guys. So I hope that helps. 24 to 120 to 24 to 70 has been a great choice, and I cannot wait to put this lens through even more paces. Y'all have a good one. Comment if you have any questions, and if you haven't taken the time, go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel.